What's up guys, Knife Jim here, back with another guide video. Today we're going to be talking about Sylveon. Just shy of like top 15. No, it is top 15. It's number 13 currently in usage stats. And right now it's actually third in usage stats. It of course has, like we were talking about, the Terra type Fairy, Hyper Voice, Throat Spray, really crazy 2x stab spread moves, which of course is something that I can do, but it also can now Terra type into fire and then not really care about steel Pokemon and then just Terra Blast and knock them all out. So let's jump right into it with the first build. We have the first build here going to be that Terra type Fairy. Like I was saying, 2x stab is really powerful, and then you stack Pixelate on top, which gives you another 1.2 times multiplier, and you're looking to be really good. You can also then just fire off a Hyper Voice and it procs your Throat Spray, giving you another +1 in special attack, resulting in 2x stab plus 1.2 times plus a +1, which is a lot of multipliers, making your Hyper Voice just do ridiculous damage. As far as the moveset goes, we do have Hyper Voice here, Quick Attack, Yawn, and Protect, and this can be changed out for a single targeting move if you want to. It could be Moon Blast, and if you want to, you can always change this to Fire and make this Terra Blast, but that's the big difference between the spreads, and I just think Yawn is really good on this Pokemon. I think it's good. Max its special attack. We want it to hit really hard, and then I put 12 into speed because of outspeeding Tyranitar and fellow Sylveons. And then we just put the rest into HP. It felt good, felt all right. That's what we left it. Next, we have the second build, which is going to be the Terra type Fire build that really wants the Terra type into fire so you can Terra Blast and knock out these scary steel Pokemon that would usually threaten this Pokemon a lot. Throat Spray is still going to be here. Hyper Voice is still doing a lot of damage, which is really good. You're still retaining your original stab, and this still changes normal type moves to Fairy type and gives them 1.2 times power. So even if you do Terra type into fire, you're still getting that 1.5 times from the Hyper Voice from original stab, and you're still getting the 1.2 times power upgrade from Pixelate. You're also getting the +1 from the Throat Spray. So you're doing a lot of damage with Terra Blast. You're still doing a lot of damage with Hyper Voice, and you're still hitting stab quick attacks, even though you are going to be negative nature on the physical attack, but it's okay. I mean, this build is almost identical to the first one, really just changing that coverage move here, the Terra Blast with the fire type Terra type. Not too much more to say here. Pretty good. I definitely like the Terra type Fire here, but I really like Terra Fairy. Just being able to hit everything so hard that isn't a steel Pokemon. So I think both these Sylveon spreads are pretty equal in play, but Terra type Fire maybe has a little bit of an edge right now. But Terra Fairy, man, it's cool. Next, we have our last build, and this is a really interesting build. It's a Leftovers Calm Mind, more defensive set. If you look at the spread here, it's going to be almost entirely put into bulk with maybe just a little bit of overflow going back into that special attack. Terra type Fire. This is pretty solid for this Pokemon. Like I said, it gives it a little bit more, usability in defensive, as well as making that Terra Blast just being able to really threaten these steel Pokemon really well. We have Calm Mind here, giving you a +1 in special attack and special defense, so this kind of mitigates that not super high investment into special attack, which still gives us the damage, which is really good. It also makes this special defense really ridiculous. At a base 130 special defense, +1 from Calm Mind, it's really good. You're living a lot of things special attacking. We have Leftovers here. It's maybe not the best. You could definitely change this. You could go to a Pinch Berry, you could go to a Citrus Berry. If you want to go for the Poison Berry or the Steel Berry, I could understand that as well. But let me go ahead and explain this calc a little bit here, or the spread. We have 244 into HP, 196 into physical defense, the 4 into special defense, 4 into speed, and then the rest into the 60 plus special attack. Now you could theoretically also just like take these away and put it here, but I think with the Calm Mind, I think we're hitting enough damage anyway. You might as well put the 4 into speed and then the leftovers into special defense. That's kind of how I see it. You can change that if you want to, but I like it. Terra Blast here for fire. We have Hyper Voice for what Sylveon does best, which is Pixelate. Hyper Voice, it's just what it does. Calm Mind here, going to give us that +1 in special attack and special defense, and Protect, which is really good with the leftovers as well. So not bad. Sylveon being so bulky is pretty good, and let me show you guys some damage calcs. First off, we'll address the elephant in the room, which is a Golden Go matchup. This is something that you definitely want to be careful of, but with the +1 from the Calm Mind, we're living that make it rain pretty well. Behind me, you know, obviously you can't see the items, but it is choice specs. It is plus special attack nature. So this is as much damage as Golden Coat can possibly do. It can Terra too. That if it Terras, you die. That's just how it is. And we're living a make it rain from the Golden Coat, which is pretty good. So if you can get this guy out with a Calm Mind before the make it rain happens, we're pretty much in the clear. And if you take away the choice specs and take away the +1, we're still looking pretty good here. I mean, it's near the same damage, which means that if you get to scope out that your opponent, which open team sheets, baby, if you can scope that out, we're living. And we could also tech this to even be able to live this attack from a life orb attack, 76 special defense. It's not bad at all. So you can tech this in a lot of different ways. You know, experiment with the build if you want to, but I really like the 244 for Calm Mind set. I think it's pretty solid. Now, of course, we have physical attacking Pokemon as well. Why the 196 defense? Well, because its base defense is not very good, but we have Pokemon that do hit things super effectively physically in the meta. Looking at you, King Gambit. We have a 252 physical attacking with plus attack nature, hitting 84 to 100% with the Iron Head into our 244, 196 physical defense Sylveon. This is pretty solid damage calcing because we are living this, and you can also, of course, change, you know, to fire and then take 0 damage. Well, non-zero damage, but 0 damage. This is a really, really good build for Sylveon. It lets you be bulky. It lets you be Calm Mind, so you still get the attack. You have the best of both worlds here. You have physical defense. You have special defense. You have defend and offense, right? That's really the name of the game here with this Sylveon build. I think it's pretty solid. And then you also have leftovers, protect leftovers, get a lot of health there back. And this Sylveon can kind of just sit on the field for a little while and just soak up a lot of damage while still dishing out pretty good damage, especially after a Calm Mind. I like this build of Sylveon. It's maybe not my go-to set, but I definitely think it's viable. Now we've got last but not least, we have some options. Now this Pokemon doesn't have a very thick array of options here. We have Shadow Ball for coverage, which is interesting. We have Substitute, which is always a solid option. We have Helping Hand here, which is something that you can put on here. I probably wouldn't because Sylveon is really just like a damage guy, and if it's not a damage guy, you put Calm Mind on there or Yawn, and then you have like all your moves already filled out. So Helping Hand is probably not going to come up much, but it's there as an option. And you also have Light Screen and Reflect. You have both screens. So these are just some options that you do have on Sylveon that I think are definitely notable. Definitely something you want to think about, but probably you're not going to go for. Anyway, that is really all I have for the video today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, especially subscribe, and goodbye.